State for swearing, deduct 1 team point for unsportsmanlike conduct at the end of the match.
Deducted a team point, and that really hurt. Instead of 16-6, it is now 15-6.
After the post-match procedure, after they shake hands, he comes off to me and says, "That's bullshit, Phil." Now, I penalized Chelsea for swearing at match point during the match. After the match is over with, I also have to penalize your kid. But it occurred after the time was up and before he left the match, so it's unsportsmanlike.
Showing what happened here. There's Van Arsdale and Alger out there waiting, and it is a team point deducted from Iowa State for an after-the-match technical violation.
Well, here we go with a big match, and this is a big match. It becomes even bigger for Iowa with Alger here. He needs to really turn it on. And
it's 15-6, 9-point difference. But I'll tell you, if Volker expects to win at 190, Iowa is going to need 2 falls, 2 pins. And Van Arsdale and Alger are really after each other. Alger has to get a pin.
That's right. That's what it's come down to.
That's what's happened. Now, if it were 16-6,
center, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, that point, you know, it still leaves Iowa open to win this meet with 2 pins. But you wouldn't expect it with this match, but Royce Alger does the unexpected.
Of course, you can't say for sure who's going to win at 190. Nobody wins until he wins. 2 tough 177-pounders. Van Arsdale of Iowa State finished 3rd in the nation at 167 2 years ago. Alger won the 167-pound national title last year. Now they're up at a higher weight. Alger just recently, he feels very comfortable here. Van Arsdale's ranked 2nd. Alger from Lisbon, as was Dean Happel. Van Arsdale's from Waterloo West.
Both great wrestling traditions.
All you're doing is pushing. All you're doing is holding on. Let's open up.
Joe Henning talks to both wrestlers. Oh, Alger trying to jerk the man's head around, and he almost got behind quickly with that. Alger's very rangy. Has a reputation as a tournament wrestler.
Yeah, he does. He has a reputation to win in the big matches. He's not scared of anybody. He intimidates. He's an intimidator.
Although he doesn't pin people, Alger is an intimidator, as everybody knows. There's the first takedown. Alger goes under.
Escape, both up.
And after the escape, it's 2-1.
Van Arsdale's it's real hard to wrestle. He's lanky, he's explosive. And you know, he kind of has the same attitude as Alger. He really doesn't think he can be beat either. Alger doesn't think he can be beat, neither does Mike.
Circle on the edge. You got a circle on the edge.
2-1. And Arsdale goes to the leg. Just keeps coming. Alger wrestling up at 177. He began his career at Iowa at 158.
And you know, he's not so much heavier, he's just bigger. He's got more muscle on him. He's got less body fat than he did down at 167.
Must be fun to eat too.
Yeah.
He's probably having a little bit more these days.
That's right. I think the crowd thinks that Iowa State's been backing off, and here they think Van Arsdale's doing it again, but he's got this now. He's got to follow through, and he just did. Had that knee, followed through for 2.
Technically nicely done there by Alger. He followed through extremely well. 4-1.
Right here, he had the knee up, but he's got to finish it, and he took him away from where he had a base, took him towards his the leg that he had up, was able to dump him for 2.
It is 4-1, 10 seconds riding time, Iowa. Bottom man is set, top man, you're on.
Alger was the winner between these two in high school, we're told.
And for 5 years, they haven't met in college, and it's kind of appropriate that they meet here in the big ones.
Alger wrestling very well on top.
Center, still down.
Royce Alger.
Let's go, quickly.
One of the best and one of the most intense wrestlers that Dan Gable's ever had.
He's really never had another one like him.
That's the end of the period of 24 seconds of riding time for Alger. Van Arsdale gets his choice, takes down.
Very few wrestlers are able to lead a team like Royce Alger from just their presence. They go out, they worry about the way the things are going. Now that's where Royce is right now. He's probably worried about the way things are going for Iowa, and he says, talking's not going to do any good now, it's just wrestling.
He pushes Van Arsdale away, gives him the escape. It's 4-2. Figures he can probably take Van Arsdale down, or certainly maybe get him some stalling. Alger underhooking with his right arm, keeping Van Arsdale away.
Both up.
Out of bounds. Back on their feet, there's Dan Gable.
Let's go.
This hasn't gone the way he wanted it to go. Those two matches at 158 and 167.
There's a nice step-in trap.
Oh, yeah.
He's got him in the single now, and again, he wants to finish it. He's got the leg up.
He pulls him out in the center.
Cut across for the double.
And Van Arsdale bailed out.
Alger had a lot of ways he could have gone there. He could have come step back, lowered his level for a dump, or cut across for the double, and that's what he chose. You're really in control there if you want to be when you had that leg up.
Well, Alger wants to turn Van Arsdale over if he can. He'll probably stay down there and try to turn him. Now Van Arsdale's on his feet and out.
Escape.
That makes it 6-3. Alger. The score is Iowa State 15 and Iowa 6. Iowa State did have a team point deducted here just a few minutes ago, but they lead by 9 with 3 matches to go. And Van Arsdale is called for stalling. It's a warning.
Stay in the middle.
We're getting close to a little slap match here. We're going to have to... They're just slapping it up.
Alger,
you've got a circle. You can't get pushed out like that, or you're going to lose a penalty point next.
He goes straight at you, and you heard Phil Henning tell Van Arsdale how he's going to have to avoid the penalty. Circle, don't back up. Van Arsdale's shot, in comes a body lock from Alger. 2. Did he call it? 2. And immediately, Ed Bannock gets up and grabs the 2 other coaches, Jim Gibbons and Les Henderson.
Yeah, he thought Coach Gibbons was going after Phil Henning. He wasn't. He just wanted to tell Van Arsdale what he wanted him to do right there.
1 point, unsportsmanlike conduct, Iowa State. 1 point, unsportsmanlike conduct, Iowa State.
Right here, we can't hear the horn.
Oh, there's another point. Another point here for a penalty, I think.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Iowa State.
Listen,
that's against Van Arsdale.
In my judgment, I felt your hips hit right before the buzzer went. Now that's my judgment. Period. And you can't argue with it. Okay, that's the way it is. You're down. Let's go.
And it's now 9-3. Alger starts on the bottom. He's out. 10-3. Now, Van Arsdale is allowing himself to get into a spot.
You pushed him. To me, it's even now. Let's cool it.
That Alger wants him to get in. You don't want to lose your temper on the other guy's turf. 10-3 here. Iowa State leads by 19 points with 3 matches, this one included, yet undecided.
What the fans are booing about here is Van Arsdale is just on the edge all the time here. He's allowing Alger to push him out. Whether or not he's stalling or not, he is allowing Alger to push him out. He's got to have more presence in that. He's got to circle. That's right. He's allowing Alger to.
Well, Alger's doing exactly what he wants to do.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly what he wants to do. And it's as if Van Arsdale is not really in the match.
See, Alger's taking care of business right here, and Van Arsdale's thinking too much about how things aren't going his way. He's got to get in and take his offense. Don't take the first 2 or 3 steps backwards. He's got a lot of talent, but he needs to take it to him. Alger's just going about it in a workmanlike fashion.
This puts tremendous pressure on the 190-pound match. Every one of these matches is tough from now on.
Circle, circle, circle.
If Iowa State wins one of them.
Well, yeah, and Iowa's got a great young wrestler in Brooks Simpson, and you know,
you never know.
You never know. He knows he's the underdog. He'd like to be able to show everybody watching tonight in the stands that reinforce that you never know.
Again, Alger is able to back Van Arsdale up.
Van Arsdale can't win standing there. He can't score points standing there. He's got an 8-point victory against him.
And he doesn't circle.
And he's not circling.
All you're doing is pushing. All you're doing is holding on. That's not stalling. That's wrestling in the middle.
The point is Van Arsdale needs to eliminate that 8-point by coming in there for points.
Van Arsdale did take a shot, but here comes Alger on the counter to the single leg with 2 seconds left.
Go.
And it ends. No riding time. No riding time, but a major decision for Royce Alger over Mike Van Arsdale, one of the toughest competitors he'll have to face this year at 177 pounds. And the team score is now 15-10. 15-10.